I love ya. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the power of you. Yes, it's not a recording, it's real. Today is the new moon. The sun and the moon are in the place of knowing. Mm, mm, mm. Today, we're going to speak about the importance of knowing that the sun and the moon are both in Cancer. Anyone out there? Am I on? Yes, I'm live. There. I didn't go on YouTube yet. Do I have enough time on here? Yes, greetings, good afternoon. This is Yeyefini with the power of you. Very powerful day. The sun and the moon are in Cancer. Trying to get here on Instagram. Let me get on Instagram. No, that's not what we're doing. We're going live. Oh, yes. The sun and the moon are in Cancer. This is an opportunity for us to just take time to give ourselves. There we go. Yes. This is the power of you. I'm now on Instagram as well. That was what I was waiting for. The power of you is my time to share with you, letting you know that I am with you and you are with me. And we are connected to be free. So, in the power of you, today we're going to talk about sometimes when you say yes, sometimes when you say no, it's a positive word and it's a positive action. So, the new moon and the sun and the moon are in Yemonja. This is the time that we are being encouraged to love ourselves. Yemonja, the energy that governs the moon, her cycle is always about giving without expecting anything in return. It's like the mother, the divine mother, and all of the stories that we hear of Yemonja, she's always giving. She's always assuming the position as nurturer. This is the time for us to open up our heart because Yemonja leads with her heart. She's a caretaker, a nurturer by nature. So this is an opportunity for us to recognize her. There are things that we are feeling in our bodies, in our minds, and our spirits that is making us feel emotional, that's making us feel connected to strength, and in some cases, insecurity. Because in the positive energy, when we are wallowing and feeling the essence of this intentional new moon, we're going to set intentions that's going to get us clear so that by the first quarter of the moon, that's next week, you'll see whether or not the things that you ask for is for you, and you can shift. So that by the full moon, you'll be able to just scoop it up and receive the things that you want. This is the month where we can look whether to see if we have a pattern that we have which causes us to self-sabotage. So the natural energy of sun and moon in Cancer is for us to water the plants. It's for us to water ourselves. It's for us to self-care. It's for us to indulge ourselves with the right questions, with the questions of, is this working for me? And why is this happening for me? Yemonja comes with its enormous energy that allows us to see deeper than the surface of situation. Cancer governs the ability to see, to hear, intuit, to sense spirit and energy. So those of you who are empaths or mediums or have natural gifts and talents, all of us have it, but some of you have it a little keener due to upbringing, due to the way that you were born, due to the month of the day, of the year, of the hour. There are different things that causes us to be easy in flowing with one thing in spirit. And then there are those that have to continuously allow spirit to come by tapping in, by using rituals, by doing shifting the energy consciously and unconsciously every day. So Yemonja, Cancer, governs that energy of just knowing that mother's second sense. You know how you already know before there is no practical, physical manifestation to know that everyone else thinks that you are right? That is Cancer, sun and moon. So this new moon in Cancer, this is the sign that governs the Orisha Yemonja. This is a month we can look to see if we are in the natural flow of nurturing. And hey, nurturing and giving, that is the nature of Yemonja, of Cancer. And sometimes you may give openly and it's not reciprocated. And that too is a gift because you're able to say, wow, this is time for me to set boundaries. So Yemonja and this new moon in Cancer and the sun in Cancer is allowing us to set boundaries. And that's why we say saying no is a positive word. So when we are setting boundaries to situations that keep repeating itself to you and you have allowed it, and you're saying, wow, is something wrong with them? Why can't they change? Why can't they see the world that I see it? No, this is allowing you to say, this is who they are. This is who I am. And does it work for me anymore? Or does it work for me at this time? Because you may be able to come back. Remember, this is a number 9 year that is giving you all of the things that we got to face. We got 6 months left before the year is over. So the things that are coming to us are all gifts. Are all gifts. So the emotional attachments that we feel and the emotional things that are happening around us that make us feel extra teary, want to cry, want to feel indulgent in loving and caring, do it, follow it. That is the natural order. This is not the time to resist. This is not Ogun and Chongo to resist that energy with force. This is the mother. This is the water. This is Cancer is such a fluid energy that wherever it goes, it takes the shape. She's the mother of all of the female energies, of all of the waters. And so Yemonja's energy announces it's time for us to be resourceful. It's time for us to give, deeply give to yourself. This is a time, or Yemonja's ability to for us to intuit easily. Do things that are going to line you up. This is a time to go out to the full moon, take a bath, get some rainwater, pour it over yourself, or just stand in the rain because it's hot enough now that you're not going to catch a cold because it's too cold. Stand on the ground with the rain and bless yourself. That is a blessing that's coming without any other container. It's between Mother Earth and Mother Sky, right? If you're standing on the earth, and you're allowing rainwater to fall from the heavens to you. Can you imagine that? So this is the time that the universe, as the reading of the year said, rain is going to be in abundance. So this is a time for us to take those rituals and bathing with rainwater. And if you can come outside of your house, put on your bathing suit, stand up. I live in the bush, so I don't even have to put on anything. You just stand and let that rainwater bathe you from head to toe. That is Yemonja, allowing you to have that balm, to know that she is so giving and so loving, that she's giving rainwater to the wicked as well as to the good. She is unapologetically being the mother, the supplier, the resource, the source. So you're going to feel deeper connections to people around you. This is a time from now until the full moon and the new moon of next month. This Cancer is just beautiful. The energy that you feel around people and that you're feeling around yourself, it's like little electrical cords. Yes, follow it and be generous and give. This is an energy of family, of friends, of community. That's what the Divine Mother wants us to connect to, our energy, to our people, the people that we have come to know as family, as well as our birth family. So Yemonja, this energy of the moon, the new moon, lives from a sense of knowing that giving is the only reward. So go ahead and give yourself and others, your family, your friends. Reach out, and not to worry that, well, they hurt me the last time. No, this is a new, because in all of the stories, remember the stories we had before, and if you follow me on social media, I've given examples where Shango forgot his mother, and she knew he was doing well, because mothers have a way of dreaming and knowing and having that sense of that umbilical cord connection. And when he realized that it was his mother, she just forgave him and went on. When Oshun was under attack by society and saying that she was not an honorable person, and she lost her mind, she became imbalanced. Yemonja said, I'll take care of those twins for you. I'll take care of those twins for you. So in all of the stories, we find that Yemonja is just, that is her natural nature. That's where we are now. That is our natural nature. We should not and do not allow yourself to be governed by the distractions that's going on around us, because that is the negative aspect of the dark side of the Yemonja, which is pessimistic, afraid, stingy, disorganized, giving with intention of receiving something. So if you're a worshiper of Yemonja, if that's one of your key energies, if you're Cancer, if you have Cancer, the sign of Cancer in a major aspect of your life, if you love water, if you have dreams of water, if you're a medium, if you're an empath, this is your time to nurture yourself and others by setting boundaries. So you're not going to cast your pearls to a swine. I think that is what something, there's a book, there's a story like that. But you're going to set boundaries, knowing that, okay, so there's a person that's keep doing the same thing over and over the years since you were a child. They just continue to just disregard you and just roll up on you any kind of way, cuss you out. The boundary that you're setting is that I'm setting the boundary for me, knowing that I require better of myself. I require that the person knows. And so at this time, I will set, this is the time for you to say, what you're doing to me and what you're doing to our relationship is not serving me well anymore right now. So I need to take some time, and I need to set another time for us to perhaps go to a place where I feel that you have the power. And I don't think that's going to be up for a minute. So you don't have to say my exact words. You just say, the boundary I'm setting for myself, this is what you're saying to yourself. The boundary I'm setting for myself is not allowing anyone to roll up on me like that. So we are not victims. Anyone rolling up on you over and over and over from your childhood or your long time relationships, and you're not saying anything and you're just allowing it and suffering. As a woman, it's going to your reproductive organs. It's going right where you can develop all type of cysts and growths in your womb from the tension and the holding on. So you are releasing yourself and releasing them because you're helping them to recognize that ends now, that ends today. So setting a boundary is for you. Not saying I'm setting a boundary and I'm not going to deal with you. You're setting it for yourself. This is the end of the day that I allow myself to believe that I don't have the word, the need, the necessity that I have to be respected. So the negative aspect of Cancer or Yemunja, if you are a person that's an overgiver, this is the time to say no. It can't continue. And if you are a person that you shut your heart down to love, this is a time to trust the energy of the Divine Mother Yemunja. Know that you're going to be loved. Know that the ability to be loved is there, whether it by your children, by your spouse, by your mate, by your friends, by yourself. This is the time to know that you can trust yourself. Many of you have been waiting on a relationship, romantic relationship. This is the time to know that. Trust the energy of the Divine Mother. Do the brave things. Step out. Move the place where you'll come out of the comfort zone of feeling like this is safe. I've been hurt before. I can't go through this. This is the time to analyze and say, well, why is it that I have not been in a meaningful relationship? This is the time to analyze it and say, well, maybe it's because you never were taught how to be with a partner. So this is a time not to beat up on yourself and say, oh, I should have been. No, this is a time to say, wow, maybe this is a lesson. This is a time for me to acknowledge, take responsibility that in the past, it was giving me exactly what I was handing out, and I don't need that anymore. And just go forward. Be brave. Set the boundaries for yourself of feeling that you got to stay where you are, lock yourself down, and be in the shadow or the negative aspect of Cancer or of Yemunja. Because the Divine Mother will bring you the things that you thought you'd never have. That's Yemunja. When Oshun became despondent, nobody was around there to help her. She never knew that someone could have that much compassion to take her children and raise them while she gathered herself and got herself together. And then ended up having another child, Idowu, and that child came and filled her love in her heart. That's big business for someone to just take the child because we know at this moment she needs a moment. She needs a time. And I'm not saying it has to be in a week. I'm not saying that she got to come back get the child. I'm just saying that what's required right now is someone to take care of responsibility because people are throwing stones on her and saying that she has bad character. Because during that time, twins were not born. They were recognized as something normal. And when she had those twins, they said she was immoral. And Yemunja said, that's okay, sweetheart. Later for what they say. You know the truth. I know the truth. Let me keep these children, and you go on and do what needs to be done. So this is a time to open your heart and ask yourself, how are you loving and nurturing yourself? This is a time to do it differently. If you keep having the same results, this is a time to do it a little differently. So questioning, setting boundaries for yourself, that you will not allow yourself to be alone again anymore, or you're not allowing anything to set you out and make you this bad person. And saying no with a smile. No, I cannot allow this anymore. Some may have their children staying with them. And in this culture, having your children in just one situation, let me back it up. And traditionally in community, you were raised in all societies, you were raised by an extended family. The mother of the mother's mother was there, or the auntie of the sister's mother. There's always community. But now, because of modernization, people move from home and then and develop their careers in that, and are usually living with just one parent or two parents. And if you're there and you're a grown, it can be a hardship because you're going through growth right in front of the people who assume that you heard them when they told you, they set the standards for you, and you're making some mistakes because you're growing up. And it's a challenge for them. So today we might find children moving back because of the economy, moving back with their parents, or never leaving till they're grown, till they're in their 40s and they're still there and feeling judged or whatever. This is society. So the evolution of this now is that we have the opportunity to know that you got to nurture yourself, and know that if you're living with others, give that love. Give that love. Don't be afraid to hope in your heart and love. This new moon, pour into yourself so that at the full moon, you will be transformed. That's in 2 weeks. You will see exactly if what it is you've been pouring into has been rewarding. And that's the beauty of this, is by setting the boundaries, you can say, oh, this, what I gave is not working. Don't push any further. After the 2 weeks, don't push any further in that same direction. In that time, you will just say, okay, I stand corrected. So I'm going to shift my awareness as to what it is that I'm going to continue to do and to give. And so that by the next new moon, you'll be in a whole nother place of understanding everything that happened in this 28-day cycle. So pour into yourself in this full moon and watch how you'll be transformed into the powerful new you that will take you into the next 6 months of the year, which is right around the corner. If you give love and it's not reciprocated, perhaps it's time for you to let go of the need to believe that you are not worthy of better. Setting boundaries is the time for giving of yourself, giving to others. For those of you who are in the Ore IIASK in my classes, this is the month that we gave rituals of Yemonja, to set up an altar for Yemonja. Get some seashells. It don't have to be from the sea, as long as they're not plastic. You can buy them because they still have the essence and the energy of seashells. You can go to one of the stores that sell seashells. Make a little station of seashells, a glass of water, a blue candle. And during this time, you're going to meditate and visualize yourself. Use my CD, go on my website, Yeyefini.com, download the CD, Yemonja, and visualize yourself in an egg with the thing that you are asking life to be for you. Visualize yourself with your mother. Visualize yourself with your partner. Visualize yourself with your children. Living in that cocoon, doing the meditation for 21 days, and see exactly how, when that egg opens up, the revelation is the new you. It's like a baby chick. So I gave that somewhat of the same ritual, but in a different way. So this is a time for expansion. Use the fact that this new moon is in Cancer, Sun, and Moon. And on number 7 day, baby, the portals are open for you to receive love by giving love without asking it to return, without expecting it. Just like Yemunja, she just gave because that is her, the nature of her. That is the nature of her nurture. That is the nature of her, of who she is. It's to nurture. Nurturing is her nature. So on this number 7 day, or if you're listening to this at another time where the day is that on number 7, you're always connected to the Divine Mother. Every day we are connected to the waters of the world. Every day, the fact that we have tides that cools the globe, that is Yemunja. The tide rises, the tide goes out, and there's that time, that opportunity for you to regain the power and the conviction to know that by giving, when the tide is out, you're getting rid of it. When the tide comes in, you're bringing it to you. So this is a time to go like the flow of the ocean. Low tide, you're taking things out. New tide, you're bringing things in. So this is a time that you are giving, supporting, giving fish, giving crabs. Yemunja just gives us. We've done things to the ocean that has affected all of us, but she continues to give us the cooling. And now we're seeing some of the things that are happening, that the sun is so hot because the coolness of the water. There are responsibilities that we will have to shift, and that's why we're having these talks. The power of you is within you to make the difference, or to allow to know that you are making a difference every time that you open up to give, and set boundaries so that you'll have the power to continue to give, so that you'll have the power, so you will not be burnt out. So take this time, do for yourself. Go to the beach, bathe in the rain, get a bucket of water, pour it over you. This is a time for you to know that. Call your family, call your friends, reach out. And if you're being beat up on, this is the time that Yemunja says boundaries are good. Saying no is positive. So have a wonderful day, and know that the power of you resides within you, because you are an expression of the divine in all of its forms. Ashe, you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful afternoon. I know you have the power of you. So listen to Yemunja's meditation and go within until the next new moon where we will have. But I will see you on next Wednesday with the power of you. See you tomorrow on my launch of it's going to be it's free, a webinar on YouTube tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Join me for the launch of my workbook to the autobiography, The Living Shrine. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you there tomorrow on YouTube and all media and all social media. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day. Odabo.